Hey, this is Aaron, and today I'm standing in front of the 2021 Ford Bronco Sport. So this is in the first edition package. It's a special edition they came out with when this first released. So this is technically a pre-production model, but these are in production now, and you can buy one off the dealer shelf. Lot. You know what I mean. It could fit on a shelf. They're really small, but it's amazing what they fit into this little bitty package. Hey, this is Aaron from AaronOnAutos.com, and today's review is brought to you by Stop Soldier Suicide. Find the link below, click, and donate. Appreciate it. So, underneath the hood, you got a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, turbocharged. It's Ford's EcoBoost. It's a really good engine with one caveat. Towing and off-road, it is a little jumpy. You have to get used to how far you can push it before the turbo kicks in and you really take off. Once you get that down though, it's really good. I've had a good time off-roading. I'll show you some photos, and then right after I'm done with this, I am going to go get mud all over this, and I'll show you how that worked out. So really well done. This has only one addition to the base package, and that is those tires that you see around there. Otherwise, it is the first edition package as is. Really well done, working roof rack, nice back end, really good interior, just a great vehicle. I was really surprised. I didn't expect much out of this. I expected it was just going to be yet another tiny little crossover, and I was really surprised and very happy that they did such a good job. So let's look at it. So I want you to see it from the side. I know there's no perspective yet, but I want you to see just kind of the design of the way it looks. Kind of has that square, boxy look that is a real throwback to the original Broncos. So this is kind of the successor to the Bronco II. So this would be the what that would have become had it kept going. Differences here are, of course, the top and back are not removable. It is a fixed roof, and this is a modern platform. This is actually a crossover. It's not a truck-based SUV. This has more in common with, say, the Ford Explorer than it does with the F-150. But it's still a very good package. Now I'll walk in so you can see some perspective on it. So you can see it's not huge. It's pretty small. Again, Bronco II. Think that way. Really well done. I love this color. Such a great color. They have a name for it. It's complicated. I don't know what it is, but all of these kind of blued grays look really good. I've seen several companies do them, and I really like it on this, especially with the black and gray accents. There are Bronco symbols on the center caps on the wheels. You'll see them inside the vehicle. You'll see them just kind of scattered around. They're sort of like the Easter eggs for this Ford here. Really nicely done. I like this is the first edition badge to tell you that this is the first edition, and also I love this kind of race stripe. Just a good look. I really like the way these came out. I think that Ford did a great job on the design here. Before we get inside and look at the seating and the other stuff on the interior, I want to quickly go over what they did with the cargo space. This big square, not big, but you know, this square design has a lot of advantages when it comes to cargo. One of them is that it's large. For such a small vehicle, it's a really big cargo space. The only other place I can think of in the market that you're going to find this size of cargo space in a compact like this is the Jeep Renegade, which has a similar design in terms of the square body. This has a rubberized floor and a full-size spare tire. Another thing you never see anymore. So really nicely done. I love the rubberized that they did. I believe that is an add-on. It's part of the first edition, but if you buy one of the other ones, this will be probably an add-on package. Those seats fold down. This is one seat. That's the next one. Those fold down to give you more room. There are little grocery hooks back here and tie downs, which are nice and useful. Really nicely done. I like the way this cargo works. Now I want to show you something that I'm glad to see is coming back. I've seen it on some other vehicles, and now it's on this one. I want to show you. an opening rear glass. Now it seems really stupid until you have it, and then you realize that this is one of the most convenient things ever. You take your grocery bags, you stick them in, they go up against the tailgate. You don't have to worry about stuff falling out when you get home. You can just pull it out through here. Really cool. And then if you have something long that's going to stick out, surfboards, anything like that, you fold down one of those seats, you have it go all the way up. Really, really cool. It can stick out the back and you'll be just fine. I really like this. Now, one caveat is this annoys me. To accommodate that windshield washer and stuff, they had to put this hump in here, and that means that it makes it much less accessible than it could be. You can see it's not much more than the width of my hand, so this is probably about 12 inches. That's kind of sad. I wish there was slightly more room, but still, this is a highly useful thing to have. And there's a handle to close it by. Now on the inside of the vehicle here, the Ford Bronco Sport has a nice interior. It's relatively plain, but it is very nice. It's nicely laid out, easy to understand where everything is. I like the fact that they didn't go overboard. They didn't try to overdo this interior and make it too much. They made it just about right. I have tons of headroom in this. I'm 6'3". I have about that much. That's 2 inches of headroom there. And that's with these sunroofs installed. So that's pretty impressive. Plenty of leg room, plenty of shoulder room. The seats are really nice. These are, for the special edition, they have these blue jean seats, which are pretty cool. But even without that, even if these were just standard seats, they feel good. These are good bolstered seats. They're very similar to what you'll find in Ford's other small crossovers. So you'll see this same sort of seating with maybe a little less cush, because this does have a little more for you to sink into to keep you from throwing around when you're out here off-road, which has been nice. So yeah, really nice seating, great stereo. This has a Bang & Olufsen stereo in it. Really, really good stereo. And yeah, well done. So let's look at the back seats, and then we'll talk about, well, we'll just look at the back seats. So looking at it back here, you can see that with this seat set for me at 6'3", my knees are just touching it. That's actually amazing because I am very tall and I have proportional legs. So I usually expect in a compact like this to be bumping my knees all the time. I am just barely touching. So if the person up there scooted up half an inch, I would have plenty of room in here. Nice headroom again back here. It's even more than in front. It's more closer to 3 inches, probably 2.5, 2 3/4. Really, really feels good. I would not want to put 3 across unless one of them is a kid, because there is limited back seats, shoulder space. Again, it's a compact, but really nicely done back here. It feels really good. And then they have nice little things like this little seat rest back here with some cup holders in it. There's some USBs. It's kind of a nice, comfortable space. Well done for the price tag. So the final question that is going to be asked is, what is that price tag? Well, good question. This is a prototype, does not have pricing on it, so I don't have a price sheet for this. The Monroney has no numbers on it. It doesn't even have EPA numbers. So all of that is conjecture. But I will pull up what those prices are on the market, and I'll just show you 2 or 3 of those. I'll also show you what the EPA numbers were, and then what mine were on the highway. I did a drive out here, but I haven't done the drive back, so I haven't evened out my highway number yet. So I'll have to do some finagling, and I may just have to do a more formal highway loop later, and I probably will, because I'm out here off-roading and I'm about to go into the mud, and that's going to mean I put on the 4-wheel lockers. Did I mention that? Yeah, the all-wheel drive package on this has lockers. Anyway, very, very well done vehicle. I'm really surprised that I liked it this much. I didn't think I was going to like the Bronco Sport. I know I'm going to like the Bronco because it's planned to be a pure off-road beast. I know I'm going to like that. But this right here, I was amazed at how good it is. This has been Aaron, and this has been the 2021 Ford Bronco Sport. Talk to you again soon. Subscribe.